ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. Hare Krishna. When Balaram, the elder brother of Krishna, came to know about the kidnapping of Subhadra by Arjun, he became very angry. All the Yadavas, along with Balaram, went to the chariot, and there Krishna came and pacified them. He said, "Look, who's driving the chariot?" It was Subhadra who was driving the chariot, as she had the reins of the chariot in her hands. Subhadra, who is so beautiful, never wanted to marry Duryodhan as desired by Balaram. So, when Arjun came and wished to marry Subhadra, she readily agreed and asked him to take her. Subhadra means auspicious. Subhadra is a Virangana. She is a Veer Patni and she is a Veer Mata. How many of us know the history of Subhadra? Let's find out. Subhadra means fortunate. When we hear the name Subhadra, what comes to our mind? Naturally, one thinks of the sister of Sri Krishna. There is Krishna's sister who was born simultaneously with Krishna in Gokul in the house of Nanda Maharaj. There is Krishna's sister who married Arjun in Dwaraka. There is Krishna's sister who was born to Rohini and Vasudev in Mathura. And there is Krishna's sister who is standing between Krishna and Balaram on the altar at Jagannath temple in Puri. So, are all these the same? Harivamsa, Mahabharat and Srimad Bhagavatam mention the story of Subhadra. Subhadra was known as Sati Subhadra, as she was a very, very brave, courageous lady. She was a warrior princess and she was a brave fighter. "Those robbers are taking away my cows. Please help me. Please protect my cows." Hearing the heartfelt cries of the Brahmin, Arjun went to the Antapur or personal chamber to get his bow and arrows. This is how he saved the cows from the robbers and helped that poor person. Arjun asked permission to leave from Yudhishthir. Why he asked for permission to leave? Because he had broken the terms of the agreement that when Draupadi is having some personal time with one of the Pandava brothers, if any other brother goes there, he has to go on a pilgrimage exile for 12 years. Arjun took permission to leave from Yudhishthir Maharaj. He went on a pilgrimage exile for 12 years and finally came to Dwaraka. It was at Prabhas that Sri Krishna came and met Arjun. Here, Arjun had got the message that Krishna's sister Subhadra is getting married to Duryodhan as desired by her elder brother Balaram. Taking the permission of Sri Krishna, Arjun disguised himself as a monk and started staying at Revatak mountain. Once, a grand festival was held at Revatak mountain where all the Yadavas came to worship Mahadev. When all the Yadavas were busy in the preparations along with their head Balaram, Sri Krishna immediately asked Arjun that it is not condemnable for a Kshatriya to abduct a girl, as he sees no other way to get married to Subhadra. Subhadra was so beautiful that when Arjun saw her, he instantly was enchanted by her beauty and started falling in love with her. So, when all the Yadavas along with Balaram went to Revatak mountain, Shri Krishna gave the opportunity or the signal to Arjun, and Arjun immediately understood and eloped with Subhadra on the chariot. This is how Arjun abducted Subhadra and they both got married with as per Vedic tradition, where after Balaram got pacified by Krishna, all the Yadavas merrily participated in their wedding rituals. Now, Subhadra is a very important character. Why? Because she is not only a Virangana, but she is a Veer Patni. She is a warrior. She is a Veer Mata. She gave birth to Abhimanyu. And when both Arjun and Subhadra, who both are warriors and strategists, they were discussing the war strategy. At that time, Subhadra was pregnant and Abhimanyu was in her womb. But that time, what happened that Arjun started explaining about the Chakravyuh. He told that how to enter the Chakravyuh. And while he was telling Subhadra how to come out of the Chakravyuh, at that point of time, Subhadra fell asleep. So this is how Abhimanyu, although he knew how to enter the Chakravyuh, he did not know how to come out of it. And we all know about Abhimanyu, how brave he was just at the age of 16. He knew everything. He was a very big war prince. Srimad Bhagavatam, Harivamsa, and Mahabharat mention the story of Subhadra, or as we call her, Sati Subhadra. Harivamsa talks about Krishna's sister who was born to Rohini and Vasudev in Mathura. Then there is Krishna's sister who married Arjun in Dwaraka. And then there is Krishna's sister who is standing as a main deity between Balaram and Krishna at the Jagannath temple in Puri. So many people say that Subhadra is Yogamaya, but basically she is Bhakti Swarupa. She is also regarded as Goddess Lakshmi by some Vaishnavas, and in some states of India like Gujarat, Bangladesh also, and in Rajasthan she is worshipped as a Devi. And there is a village in Rajasthan where it is believed that after running for 3 days, Arjun and Subhadra got married here. So we must be proud of the story of Subhadra, as she is a very strong woman in our Shastras. Hare Krishna.